welcome to my channel. This video is going to be a little different than what I normally do. I'm going to show you how I do my nails. So I do gel on my fingers and I just do regular polish on my toes. I'm going to show you the nail polishes I use, the products, talk about how long they last, and also tell you why I no longer go to the nail salon. So I normally do my nails in the living room on my couch and the ottoman. I have this paper towel that I placed out so I don't get any nail polish everywhere. I took my toenail polish off a day ago because normally I'll take off my toenail polish the night before and then I'll shower, make sure I get everything off, all the nail polish and anything else off. And sometimes I'll just let my nails breathe for a day as well. So yeah, my toenails are not done. I use this DND Diva Soak Off Gel. For my toes, I just use the regular nail polish, not the gel one. Yeah, most of the times the regular polish and the gel polish are not exactly the same color. They're similar in color, but they don't look exactly alike. It doesn't really bother me as long as they're like similar, but that may bother some people. But I don't put gel nail polish on my toes because my toes don't need gel. The regular nail polish lasts fine and I don't have to do all the extra steps with gel. I'm using this Sorry There Was Traffic orange color. I really like this color. It's really pretty. It's about to be fall. I think this is a good fall color. Looks like that. The gel color is similar, very similar. I also have this, what is this? Toe divider? I don't know, what's this called? But I put that on my toes. Oh, and I cut and trim my toenails already. So I did that yesterday. Sometimes I do it right before I do my nails. I mean, I cut them with my toenail clipper and then I'll file them with my nail filer. So this is the toenail clipper I use. I have this bag. It just has a bunch of nail stuff in it that I don't use at all. And this is the nail filer I use. But I cut my toenails and my nails short because I like it like that. I don't put a base coat on my toenails before I polish them. I just go straight in with the nail polish. And also, I mean, there's no trick when I'm polishing my nails. I just do my best not to get it all over my toenail. But if I do, I'm gonna shower tonight, so it'll most likely come off. So this is also why I do my toes first, because I use my fingernails to go in and remove the excess nail polish that gets on my skin while I'm polishing my toes. So yeah, I'm gonna polish my toes and then I'll just show you what they look like. So I do 2 coats of the regular nail polish, sometimes 3, usually 2. And then I go in with this Essie top coat. It's just a regular top coat nail polish. I was using Essie nail polish for a while because it lasts, I don't know, a couple days longer than regular nail polish for my nails, but I don't do that anymore. Now I just do the gel nail polish on my nails or no nail polish. I used to get acrylic nails, but they're so thick and I didn't like it. So I started getting gel nails and I went to the shop. They would do gel on my nails and toes and I just felt like my toes didn't need the gel. But what really stopped me from going wasn't the price. It was the fact that they would cut me when they were like trimming my cuticles or even taking off the nail polish. Like, how am I getting cut? It just really turned me off from the whole nail salon experience. I really didn't even really like going to nail salon anyway. I'm one of those like, how hard can it be people? So like, how hard can it be to do my own nails? Not that hard once you get used to it. So that's why I stopped going to the nail salon. And I mean, it's also cheaper to do your own nails. That's a plus, but you're paying with your time and your effort. The nail polish on my toes can really last me a whole month, right? Unless I nick it, like hit my toenail or something or break my toenail or like scratch it up against something, they're gonna be fine. Yeah, I really do like this DND gel polish. They also have a lot of good deals on their website. Yeah, I also only buy from their website. I don't buy from Amazon. I only buy from their website. And a lot of times they have deals. So yeah, 2 coats of this, then a top coat of this. I'll show you what that looks like. So this is 1 coat. And my toenails are a little shorter than normal. Well, my big toes are because I cracked this one. This is the 2nd coat. So I think I'm just gonna leave it like this and just do the top coat. Don't look at my really bad tan lines, guys. And this is with the top coat. So you really do need that top coat. It adds that extra bit of shine. This is all of the excess nail polish stains from me taking it off my toenails. And you see it's like all over my thumbs. And also you just want to make sure your nail polish coats are really thin, but not too thin, but definitely not thick at all, because it'll look thick and it'll be harder to dry, and you want it to look nice and thin and smooth. So now I'm about to start my nails, but first I need to use this acetone and take off that nail polish on my thumbs. Now these are old. I've had these cotton balls for years. I do have a little cut underneath my finger from eating crabs, so I need to just be a little careful. Yeah, just go in there, take that nail polish off, and then I'm gonna go in with this little nail filer. I think this came with one of my D&D stuff. I'm not sure, I can't remember. Oh, and I put another paper towel down right here, and I'm just going to file the nail. Not too much, just a little, because I feel like this helps the gel nail polish stick to the nail. And so while I'm doing this, I'll tell you how I take off the gel nail polish. So I used to soak it in acetone and take it off, right? But after like wearing it for like a week or two, when I'm in the shower, I take really hot showers, I can peel it off. Like it'll lift up. It's not super easy to peel off, but it's not hard either. So that's how I take it off. I peel it off in the shower. I don't recommend that, but that's just what I do. Because taking it off with acetone and stuff just took too long, and it was always some left. When I got my nails professionally done with the gel, I would have to soak it in acetone or go to the nail salon and have them take it off. So that's the one thing. For me, this isn't, how do I say, as professional as going to the nail salon, right? It's good, but it doesn't last as long. It's easier to mess up and take off. But that's just me. Maybe you have some different tips or tricks that you do to make it stay on longer, but I don't. And usually after a week and a half, for sure, some of the nails are chipping, and it's usually on my right hand. Usually my left hand is fine for the 2 weeks, right? But on my right hand, my dominant hand, they're chipping. So that's unfortunate. But this color, sorry, there was traffic. It's one of the better colors I've used, and it lasts longer. So yeah, after I do this, I just wet my hands. I don't wash them and put soap on them, because when I went to the nail salon, they didn't do that. So I just wet them and get all of the nail shavings off. And so this is the lamp I use, the Daisy D&D gel nail lamp. I got this in a set. I don't remember everything that came with it, but it was like a bundle deal they had. This is what it looks like. It has a 45-second mode, 50 seconds, 60 seconds, and the 99-second low heat mode. I use the 60-second one. Yeah, so this is the base and top coat. So first, what I do is I put on a really, really thin layer of the base coat, and then I'll cure it for 60 seconds. Then I'll do 2 layers of the color, and I'll cure it for 60 seconds each time. And lastly, I do the top gel, and then I cure it. This top gel is leaking. I just wipe it off, but every time I open it, it's like leaking and sticky. I don't know why. So I just turn this on. The cord for it is short, so I have another extension cord that I use to plug it into the wall. I press the 60-second one, right, and it'll go off for 60 seconds. And it's a countdown right here. Don't look into the light. And then before I start polishing the nails, I put these gloves on for the gel lamp. Just some extra protection from the light in the lamp. And every time after I'm done using them, I just throw them in the washer so that they're clean and ready for me to use them the next time. All right, so base gel, I just shake it up, and I'm gonna do a really, really thin layer. Sometimes I'll like polish it like that with my hand on the table, and sometimes I just polish it like this with my hand in the air. I'm always making sure that I don't get it on my skin. So I go very close to the edge of my nail, but I try not to touch the edge of my nail because I don't want it curing on my skin. I just did this one pretty quick and easy. And I'm gonna put my hand in here, and it starts immediately because I already pressed it. And then I just wait the 6 seconds, and then I'll do the next hand. And sometimes it burns. So if that happens, just pull it out real quick and put it back in. The burning thing is not good to me, like the fact that it burns a little. I am kind of looking for an alternative to the gel nails though, but I don't want to do press-ons, and I don't want to do fake nails. I want to do my real nail. That's the thing. Unless I want to walk around with just having my nails be clear all the time or doing a clear coat, which I don't. I really do like having color on my nails. I just like looking at it. And I've tried out like the nail sticker nail polish. That didn't really work out for me. But right now, this is the best way for me because nail polish doesn't last long on my nails. So yeah, that's what it looks like, the base coat. And it's a little sticky if you touch it. I'm not gonna touch it, but if you do, it'll be a little sticky. So I'm done the base coat on both hands. So now I'm going to put the first coat of the color on. And again, I'm just doing really thin coats. And sometimes when I'm doing this, I get bubbles in my coat. And if I notice one, I'll like try to shave it down. But if it's too much or I don't feel like redoing it, I'll just leave it. The bubbles come after I cure it sometimes. But yeah, I really try to take my time when I'm doing the color. And sometimes I'll go and do the top of the nail. So I'm trying to go back as far as I can and do the edges as good as I can without touching my skin. And if you do touch your skin, you could just use your other nail to get that nail polish. Like I just got some under, so I'm just gonna do that. But this definitely takes practice and time. Like the first time I did it was kind of a mess, but as I've done it more in practice, it looks better. Yeah, just do your best. Don't worry about it being perfect, especially your first time. And I've gotten a lot of compliments on my nails. I don't think anyone's ever been like, I bet she did those herself. They don't look professional. But yeah, I do a lot of my things myself. It only takes one time for me to have a bad experience with something and I'm like, I'm done. Like I used to get my eyebrows waxed. They burnt me and I said, that's it. Won't see me again. So I just pluck them myself, shave them myself. So that's what it looks like before I cure it. I also went to get my eyelashes professionally done once, and I don't know, I think it was like $200, and I could buy a pack of eyelashes for like $8. The ones I buy now, it comes with 5 pairs for $8, and it takes me a little bit longer to put them on every morning, but I just felt like getting those false eyelash extensions wasn't worth it. It takes them forever to do it. I'm just laying there while she's putting it on, and then they're just falling out all throughout the week. But however long she said they were supposed to last, they didn't last that long. I like to rub my eyes. No, Alexa.
I'm not quite sure how to help you with that.
I like to rub my eyes and like really get my eyes when I'm washing my face and stuff. It wasn't for me. And like I do my own hair, and I do that because I've always done my own hair. So it's not that I really had a bad experience, other than getting people to do your hair is expensive. I've been doing my own hair since middle school, so I've always liked doing my own hair. But I recently went to get my hair washed professionally and get a trim. And the second time I went to get a treatment, and they didn't get all of the product out my hair, and it wasn't dry all the way. And I didn't realize till I was at the car, and I was like, forget it, I'm just not gonna go back. I'll just keep doing what I've been doing. I don't even know why I did that. And I've been even thinking about just trimming my own hair. When I went there to get it trimmed, they were like scared to trim my hair. I'm like, cut it, that's why I'm here. I don't care, I just want it to be healthy. Yeah, anyway, I'll show you the second coat. So this is one coat cured. Now I'm gonna do the second coat. Yeah, 9 times out of 10, I only do 2 coats for the gel polish. All right, so 2 coats in with the color, and most of them look good. This one has some bubbles on it, like 2. I don't think the camera's picking it up, but they're not that bad. I'm gonna leave them alone. The rest of them seem to be bubble free at the moment. Now I'm about to go in with this top gel one, and again, really thin coat. All right, my nails are done. They look very pretty. And the last thing I do is put this cuticle oil on my nails and toes. I just put them around my cuticles, and then I work the oil in, and then I clean up. And this normally lasts me, it definitely will last a week, the gel. It may last up to 2 weeks. I say that's the most. Yeah, it's good for vacation if you're gonna be gone for like a week or something. I don't do the gel more than every 2 weeks. So I only do it every 14 days or more. Let's say I have it on for 10 days and it's just not looking good, I'll just take it off, and then I'll wear my natural nails or put a clear coat or something until it's been the 14 days. And so this is the final look of my nails and toes. Really pretty. And like I said, this nail polish and the gel are really the same color. And this is my other hand. So yeah, I've been doing my nails this way for about 8 months now. And like I said, it's not always every 2 weeks. This is how the nails look. They always look amazing and I have no issues with them for the first couple of days. It's after a week or something where, you know, you may have issues. And when I used to go to the salon to get my nails done, they didn't use the same gel lamp I used. They used the same DND nail polishes, which is why I got them. I went to try to purchase the gel lamp they used at the salon, and it was sold out on some site I found it on, but a lot of sites won't like let you buy it unless you're like actually a nail technician or something. So I might as well just buy the gel lamp that's on the DND gel polish site. I feel like if I had a more professional nail lamp, it would be better, but there's a reason that I can't get it. Maybe it's only for professionals and I'm not professional. So yeah, thanks so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Let me know what you thought about this video. And if you want to see videos similar to this, like, I don't know, other things I do in my life. And feel free to check out my description. I have links to my Instagram, my LTK, my couples YouTube channel. And I'm thinking about selling things I no longer wear or wigs I no longer use. That may be a site I incorporate. Let me know if you want that or what other things you want to see from me. And yeah, I'll see you in the next one.